So guys, I almost cried when my kids had lice on their hair and nothing seems to be working. But what I finally did to remove everything from their hair in just few weeks is going to shock you. It is not expensive. Now, here is the gist. Now, I started noticing that my kids are scratching their head. At first I thought it was normal because I never thought my children or I can ever catch these lice because our hair is always relaxed. So in my mindset I was thinking, okay, people that can actually get these lice from their hair are people that don't relax their hair, based on the fact that I have a neighbor in my house, in my compound. Then all our girls, four of them, they always have these lice. So I'm always thinking in my mind that it's only people that don't relax their hair that can actually get this lice. Until it dawned on me when my kids started scratching their hair, and I was not thinking that it is lice until I went close to their hair. I started checking their hair, then I saw the lice from their hair. I checked the first one, I saw the lice. I checked the second one, I saw the lice. I checked the third one, I saw the lice. And it became so uncomfortable for me because I'm like, where did they get it from? Did they get it from my neighbor? Did they get it from school? Where exactly did they get this particular lice from? I became so worried. All right, now I tried different things. You know, when you have something, different people will come with different things. Try this one, do this one, put a bow on the hair, put a boniki on the head, put a goat shit, put different kind of things. People are just coming out with different kind of solutions, which I tried. It took me time, it took me money, because all these things are not free. You're going to be getting all these things with your money and your time. You get, I just needed something that is actually going to work properly, but each time I tried, it is not working. The lice are still there, and my kids kept on scratching their hair. And you know, these lice of a thing, they eat your scalp of your hair. It will start breaking your children's hair. My children's hair begin to crack, it begins to break. Like, I was like, look at my kids, look at their hair. Their hair used to be longer, but now it is getting shorter and it is breaking. It is not too healthy again. So I became so worried. This is what finally worked for me, and I want to share it with you guys. Now you can see this image right here. This is what I used. Now this is kerosene and camphor. What I did was that I grind this camphor, I grind it into powder form, then I put it inside this kerosene. Yes, when I put it inside the kerosene, I actually allowed it to ferment very well, so that the camphor and the kerosene will dissolve to each other. Everything will not become liquid. It's not as if you not be seeing the camphor. All right, so I make sure I grind everything and I put it and allow it to like ferment for like hours. I don't want to use 24 hours, but I think 24 hours is okay, because I actually left it to ferment very well. Now here is what I did. So I brought my kid, then I parted their heads. I parted their heads. When you part the hair, then I will take cotton wool and place it inside of this particular kerosene and camphor mixture. Then I will rub it on each hair that I part. I will rub it to make sure that this treatment touches all the scalp, because the lice are always on the scalp, not even on the hair. They are just residing on the scalp, your scalp. So when I part it, I will apply it and I will apply it. Then after applying it, I allowed it to stay. You can use nylon to wrap the hair once you are done, because you know these lice cannot bear this camphor and kerosene. Even the odor of this kerosene, lice cannot stand it, so they will want to like be coming out, and if they are coming out, they are going to spread. So all you need to do is to tie the hair with either with nylon, something that you can dispose. Okay, then you can either tie it, then you allow it to settle, as in those kerosene and camphor that you mix together and applied on the scalp. Then you allow it to settle down for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, if your kids can actually stand it, and even you as an adult, if you can actually stand it. Because here is the gist: camphor and kerosene mixture, when you apply it on your scalp, it is very hot. Now it is very very hot, and you need to be very cautious, you need to be very careful so that it does not enter your eyes or touches your skin, because it's going to be hot. Your scalp will be on fire. Because I don't want to sugarcoat anything, so that you can be rest assured what you are getting into, so that you can prepare. All right, so it is always very hot. Now after your 5 minutes or 10 minutes, all you need to do is to take off the nylon or the scarf, whatever you use. Then you use your lice comb. Now a lot of people don't understand what lice comb is. Your lice comb is that particular comb that have tiny mouth. The mouth are so tiny, very very tiny, there is not too much space, so that when you comb it out, it will bring out the lice and the eggs. Now, so what I did was to part the hair and use that lice comb and be combing it out, so that I will be bringing out the lice and the eggs, because it is actually the eggs that is making the lice to keep increasing. So what you are dealing with is the lice that is already matured, and the eggs that they have already laid on your head. That is why sometimes it takes time for it to actually go finish. So you need to repeat this particular treatment like 2 times in a month or 3 times in a month. So after doing that, what I did next was to take my kids and washed their hair. I make sure I wash it properly. I wash their hair very properly. I use a Elam shampoo and Elam conditioner. I use it and wash their hair very well. But if you have shampoo that has menthol and conditioner that have menthol, you can also apply it, because those ones will also be very hot, because these lice cannot stand on things that are very hot. Okay, so after washing the hair, I allowed it to dry. Okay, then after the hair has dried, I patted them again and applied hair cream, treatment hair cream that has sulfur, menthol, anything that have sulfur and menthol. You can even mix your aboniki and your menthol hair cream. You can mix it together so that it can be very hot. Then you as well pat your hair and rub it. Then I patted their hair as well, and I rub it on their hair as well, and it was very hot as well. So the extent that after everything, my kids have to go and sleep. Yeah, because the thing is very hot, and if you cannot do that, your lice will be on your hair for a very long period of time, and it will destroy your hair. Now after a few days, the lice were completely gone. Their hair became so clean, so healthy, and I felt so relieved, because you can never be relieved as a mother if your kids are always scratching their hair. You will never be relieved, because you'll be thinking, what is happening, what is happening, what is happening, what is happening? You're never going to be at peace with yourself. As a mother, if you're also going through this kind of issues, you don't need to be panicking yourself, you don't need to be worrying yourself. All you need to do is to be patient and consistent. All right, all you also need to do is to try as much as possible to be washing their beddings always. What do I mean by beddings? The bed sheets, their clothes, their combs. Make sure you wash it always, and make sure they are not sharing combs. All right, even I myself, I don't share combs with outsiders, because I'm the one that is making my kids hair. If not, I would have said, okay, they got these lice from maybe the salon, but I think my kid actually got it from either their school or from the previous people that had it in my compound. I think that is where they got it from. Though my kids were like saying, oh, other kids in their class they are having lice. Once they scratch their head, they are going to be bringing out lice. So I think they actually got these lice from school. Okay, now keep checking on your kids hair regularly to check, because when you keep on checking regularly on your kids hair, you easily see these lice and you easily treat it. All right, now the method that what I use is very effective. Okay, so you can still try it. Here is the image. It is just 2 items, and it's very cheap to get. It's not as if you go and break wall to get it. It's very cheap. Your camphor and your kerosene. This is the 2 items that is actually needed. All right, and if this particular video helped you, Please, or you know anybody that is struggling to treat this particular lice on their kids hair, please do me well to like this video, share this video, and also comment. All right, okay, bye bye, and see you in my next video.